So again, something that we've not yet seen from LNG this split, but something that, again, if you've been playing League of Legends for any number of seasons and you're a jungler, you've got Lee Sin in the pool. Very early stage of the game, and the fact that On actually goes for the W to try and establish push is pretty important, as we see Xiao Hao fishing around it in the mid lane here.
Oh, Haichao looking for a trade, but it's going to receive the gank flash away, matched by Xiao Hao perfectly for the knock-up, and it's first blood for J4.
Talia flashes to moving your mouse to that, getting your flash in the right spot.
Oh, Perugia, lovely engaged. The Alistair went from XD to you're done, Fish one. On with the kill in bot side, and LNG pushing too hard in mid and bot lane.
And this is the start that we wanted to see here from EDG. 3-0, double kill for their AD carry.
Fish one and OVO still trying to control the push here, trying to crash these waves in and maintaining a small CS lead, but Perugia threatening with a Hex Flash as well. Gets in with the double knockup, straight into the boomerang blade of Fish one, about to get stunned up, but the bouncing autos will catch again. Perugia, you highlighted this player, Rude, dude. He's already made 2 beautiful kills happen.
Absolutely, and I mean, we kind of came into this looking at the supports and thinking, you know, can OVO hold up a candle to Perugia? And in game number 1 so far, the answer has just been an unequivocal no. This Alistair has been absolutely incredible, as now Xiao Hao makes his way back to mid.
Oh dear, Haichao on a bit of a journey in the river, meets 2 members of EDG. It is going from bad to worse on the bot side. Both mid and bot carries down 0-2.
I would like to remind people that for LNG to have a postseason, they cannot lose a single game. Right now, they will be sweating, because if they lose this series, if they lose this game even, that resigns them to not being able to play in the play-ins. It gives Ultra Prime that berth into 4th place, and means that now the rest of this series is ultimately 4-0, as we see LNG actually moving Fish one up to this top side.
Yeah, absolutely. LNG trying to take away some of these grubs. They are on vision, but it's not a grand rush from EDG over to that top side. Maybe going to give them a little bit of reprieve just for now. OVO is keeping an eye on any movements from the mid lane. LNG will maybe find something, but now here comes the rotation. Actually hung around just a little bit too long, did the rel. TP in from Angel as well. Another kill for Arna's Haichao trying to desperately scrape back, but a flash over Perugia dodges the seismic shove into the combo with the shockwave. Xiao Hao around the corner, and that's another death for Talia.
He can keep his team in the, you know, just without losing anything on the top side, he'll be more than happy.
Now Fang has to dash back to OVO. Stuns up high, Xiao Hao on the engage. Perugia's ready, gets a flash out of the rel. Out comes the equalizer. There's the hotbot combo, and OVO nowhere to go, no more options. It's another kill for EDG.
Tape, looking at, you know, how well it is that they've been able to execute on these early games, as Xiao Hao looks to find that second dragon of the game. Don't expect that LNG will really be able to find a contest for these long before the Soul. And a very, very tight window for them if they want to try and make their way back into this honestly in the next 10 minutes. And you can see they're looking onto this top side. They've put a ward down, which should signify to ZDZ, actually, I'm happy to be the one who's under a little bit of trouble. There's an opportunity for a flash follow if he wants it, but instead just decides not to, as ZDZ now may be in a bit of trouble.
Zika with the knockup and the second rotation from Talia, not cowed by that top lane flash loss, and will actually finally secure first kill of the game, first kill of the day for LNG.
And there we go, you know, Zika trying to make some plays. Xiao Hao comes down to the bot side to get a little bit of gold, but there's a TP ward behind LNG here, one that maybe Perugia can look to spellbook swap to. Instead, they might just go through the front door here, and there we go.
Oh dear. Yep, Haichao flashing in. Xiao Hao, I should say, flashing in. Haichao doesn't have a flash of their own. Perugia flies in with another headbutt. No escape this time for Talia. And OVO's around the corner with the flash ray from Zika should get them out of dodge. Xiao Fang as well waiting to see if there's an angle, as Angel has been having a very quiet game, a very cool, pleasant walk in the park so far on this first day.
To the bot lane, play your 2 solo laners. It means that that top side is going to go largely missing. And now Xiao Feng here looking for Xiao Hao. Not sure who it is that's caught who.
He's landed the Q, he's gone in with the kickback. OVO around the corner with a knock-in and a Magnet Storm with the crash down. Fish one ready. Can we get a kill on the carry? We absolutely can. But here's the rotation. At what cost, LNG? Fish one cooking down from ZDZ and a flash over from Arn to secure it. Rumble chasing down the Unara. And LNG go deep for a kill, but they give 2 back.
And importantly, right, I like the fact that the shutdown is on the Yunara. A little bit of gold for Fish One means he's that little bit closer to being able to carry. But even on, still fishing here. This Sivir is an absolute fiend in this game, and On's going to find another one onto OVO, who, on this rail, certainly struggling to keep pace with EDG and with Perukia. 12-2 now in this early game, as we get to see maybe an interrupt on Xiao Hao's recall. And Angel, again, at this point, definitely strong enough to win this.
Yeah, the walk in the park is over, and now it's time for a scrap in the back alley. Drops the ultimate on Haikyao. Remember, still no flash, still no options. They are really hammering down the punishment on this Taliyah.
Keep their chances of a postseason alive. They cannot lose a single game, but 17 minutes in, down 6,000 gold. It looks all too likely that this game number one, and ultimately their chances of an off-season aren't going their way.
Yeah, EDG looks like currently they will be able to stroll into the post-match press conference with the confidence, the swagger returned.
So it's yeah, it's looking pretty rough right now if you're an LNG fan, and honestly, the best thing that you can do is hope and pray that EDG forget how to close out a game, but with OVO caught in the jungle, it's not looking all that likely. The tier 1 next up for grabs.
Well, Perukia again with an engage with a lovely shockwave to drive back Yunara, barely limping to safety. Is that late game carry in Fish One, but the turret's certainly not going to last. Trying to find an EDG member on the back half there. Ultimately unsuccessful, and the Dragon now over to Xiao Hao as well with an early Cloud Soul point to play for.
Yeah, the flick going wide there. Unfortunate miss from Xiao Hao's Perukia. Spellbook Smite steals away the blue buff from Xiaofeng, as they're just looking to get anything back, Trajan, and it's just not working. EDG looks like they're struggling with not fighting really. Hello.
Yeah, Perukia leading the charge in. We'll find OVO, but the TP's coming in. We are dropping it all on this Atacam play for LNG. Can they force the throw? But a shockwave removes Taliyah from the equation. Xiaofeng looking for a route in, but just can't find an angle. Zika picked apart in the 1v5, and the full chase is on from EDG. Again, it is just one by one. Down the line they go. LNG can find nothing.
An absolute slaughter, and honestly business as usual for EDG through this game one. Maybe Xiaofeng can snipe away a steal here, but it's going to be so hard done by. Spotted out with the flag, and you already know they're not going to leave this one up to chance. Perukia and ZDZ, like sharks in the water, they smell blood and they want it.
Dear, Perukia blocking the Q, over the wall he goes, ZDZ to complete the kill, and an Atakan for EDG. So
straight in on top of the Alistair, in between the Orianna and the Jarvan, eats a shockwave to the face and immediately gets taken out. Xiaofeng this whole time, he throws one Q and then runs away. He's not a part of this fight. Knows that even if he W's over there to try and give some sort of disengage peel, nothing's going to happen. And we go back to live. Haikyau's dead. OVO's dead with 22 minutes in, CJ. And I think that, EDG, they're already... this game, largely chalk and cheese.
Yeah, not what I'd call breaking news. The deaths of Haikyau and OVO right there. 7 deaths apiece right now. Haikyau with 1 lonely kill as the towers continue to tumble on LNG's map. Their hopes of a postseason slipping away. Pinks to sit on, step up behind the pit. And LNG, last team fight didn't go great, but they know they cannot just sit and wait or the game will just end. EDG forcing the issue once again. Xiao Hao over the wall with a perfect flag. He's going to get 4 of them in there. Down comes the hotbot, the shockwave, the combos, the ults just layering one after another. And the double knockup from Perukia just to put a pretty bow on it and a cherry on top. EDG decisively sweep away LNG's hopes, LNG's dreams, and they are looking to get themselves right back on the path to victory.
And that's the team fight we've been looking for, Trajan. A glorious 5-0 ace to seal game one.
No notes for EDG, to be honest. I don't know if anyone really made a material error in this game. 2 kills to LNG's name, 3 grubs, and that's about it. EDG showing the quality they have. That's why they're already locked for play-ins.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.